missing all of last year with an injury, quarterback Hunter Haley has the Eagles at Lubbock Christian off to a great 5-0 start this season and 1-0 start in district play. George Watson has more with our AJ Player of the Week.
My name's Hunter Haley. I'm with Lubbock Christian High School, and we defeated 4th Cavalry 40-22 last week.
Welcome back, everyone, for this week's Player of the Week, and it's none other than Lubbock Christian quarterback Hunter Haley. Hunter with a big game, almost 200 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. Hunter, talk about, you guys able to start 1-0 in district. Talk about getting off to the good start there in district play.
It was a really big win for us. Last year we lost our first district game. It was pretty devastating, and this year we started off early a little sluggish, but then we got it together and pulled out and got the victory.
Your first year at quarterback, your coach is also your dad says first year since, I guess, what, 7th grade that you've played quarterback. Talk about, what it kind of took to kind of get back into the role. I mean, you played other positions, but this is a big position for this football team.
Yes, sir. I didn't know the amount of responsibility it takes. You got to know defensive coverage. You got to be you got to know all the plays. You got to know all the routes the receivers are running and all the blitz reads. And I played receiver and some other positions, but I think the most responsibility is on the quarterback position.
Well, talk about, do you finally feel like you're starting to get comfortable with this thing? I mean, I know, it's 4 or 5 games in. Do you feel like maybe you're starting to hit the comfort level with this position now?
Yes, sir. I think with every game each week, it's getting a little more comfortable for me. I'm getting a little more familiar with the offense and the spread and how we do things and just the basic things we need to do.
Well, not only did you have to get used to the position, you kind of had to get used to getting back on the field. Maybe some people don't know last year, you missed a lot of last year with a broken leg. Talk about, did you have any apprehension coming back on the field and getting back into football this year?
Yes, sir. It was quite different getting used to the flow of the game again. And I was a little nervous at first just with the contact and everything. And but it's gotten a lot better and a lot easier throughout the year. Do
you even think about it now? Does it even come into your mindset now?
No, at the beginning of the year I'd think about it before games and just say a little prayer that I'd be safe, but I don't really think about it anymore. It just comes natural.
Well, talk about, you guys got your first district win under your belt now. Now you got to go on the road for a game. But this, the way this district shapes up, it looks like you guys are pretty much, maybe the favorite at least at this point going in.
Yes, sir. We got a big game this week against Colleyville Covenant. They got a good quarterback. He's pretty quick, and if we can get a win this week, that'll definitely put us as front runners of the district.
Now, you threw a lot for this week, but most of the time you're known as kind of a running quarterback. Talk about do you feel like maybe now after this week you can kind of be a dual threat and people have to take advantage or have to defend you both ways now?
Yes, sir. I think it'll help a lot with being able to throw and run. The line's been doing a great job this year, and the receivers have been doing excellent adjusting to the ball, and I think now that we have a little bit of a passing game going, that'll help the running game.
Well, there he is, Hunter Haley, your Player of the Week for the Avalanche-Journal and for LISC TV. Travis, back to you.
Now, George, nice to see Haley and the Eagles off to a good start after having to miss last year for this kid.
Yeah, it's a great start for Hunter and for the Eagles as well. This was kind of a question mark going into the year for Lubbock Christian. They lost a lot of kids off that team that went to the semifinals last year, had to replace a lot of players, and one of the places they had to replace was quarterback. They weren't sure how they were going to do it, but they figured, with Hunter, if he was healthy, that he needed to be there and be the quarterback and kind of guide this team, and he's done nothing but done an outstanding job both running the football and throwing the football this past week. And like you said, coming off the broken leg and having to have the surgery and things like that. So, a good start for the Eagles, and they look like they're back to form from where they were last year. Look like they could make another run at a state championship this year.
All right, well, up next on The Fever, George is going to head over to Cooper High School to visit with head coach John Wyndham. Don't go anywhere after this.